What's up, everybody? All right, so audio is still not 100% fixed, but I'm working on it. All right, so wanted to touch base with you guys. Take a look at what we've got for the state of Halo right now. I'm going to cover this week's challenges, and I'm going to explain why they're probably what's going to cost Halo its player base. So we're going to start by visiting the store, and this really is just unacceptable. It's as if Sean Dubbs was right when he said that they were planning to make the store just two items and force you to buy one before you're allowed to play. This is less selection than last season. This is not content. This is not offerings. This is not something that's going to keep people coming back. This is not something people drive for. While these specific ones look cool, they're far overpriced, far too few, and it will be this selection for the next week because there is no daily. They're just going to force us to stare at those until someone buys them. And then the challenge system. The challenge system is seriously a joke. It is unacceptable what they're asking for in time commitment in order for the paltry offering that they're giving in return. That stance is not worth whatever time investment it would take to do all these. Now, win a match, I'm fine with those ones, especially when they're not locked to a specific game type. But things like win a match in Rumble Pit, that is next to impossible. I mean, I do it. I win matches in Rumble Pit. I win lots of matches in Rumble Pit. But it gets increasingly harder and harder with the skill-based matchmaking, where even in social games there's a skill-based matchmaking and you're being matched up with people better and better to the point that they're just trying to force you to buy a challenge swap with that. Um, which I find unacceptable. And I won't even use one of my 150 challenge swaps that I have left over from the Rockstar promotions. I'm just not going to do it. I won't entertain that. I feel disrespected and insulted by that. That stance is not worth the time investment that they are asking for. That is easily a 10 to 15 hour time investment if you just average out to a game being about 10 minutes and a game averaging 1500 points, 1000 to 1500 points. That stance would take easily minimum of 10 hours to unlock, and that's just unacceptable. So I want to show you what another game that I absolutely hate that does it right is doing. And let's just take a look at this. This is an excessive amount of content. Yes, some of it's reused because they've been around forever, but why is 343 locking season 1 content? Why is there not a new category in the store for a daily item like the exchange in the Master Chief Collection, where you can still acquire the items from last season? The fact that Fortnite has this much content and Halo is offering 4 items, four versus all this page, it's unacceptable. 343 is essentially disrespecting their core audience and the new casual broader audience they're trying to get. The broader audience doesn't have 15 hours to put into a game, and trust me, the broader audience is not as well practiced and good at the game as I am. It will take them the longer end of that spectrum to achieve that challenge. Just to show an example of 343 actually getting it right, here's the Master Chief Collection, where yes, these are pretty simplified and they're not as robust as the ones in Infinite, but that doesn't mean that the ones in Infinite are any good. I would actually do these challenges, even though you can't actually do a ranked challenge in the Master Chief Collection, but I will not be doing any of the challenges this week. Next week, if it's something that's worthwhile or there's an event going on, I'm not even paying attention to the calendar, I will jump on and maybe do a full stream where I try and do all the challenges in one run just to show that, yes, they can be done in 10 hours, but yes, they will take about 10 hours. Um, that being said, again, thank you for your time, and my rant is just my new therapy to deal with Halo.